What's up? It's Big O, here to speak his mind one more time like I always do. You already know the business. I'm always keeping a buck. Why? Because I don't get no fuck. So peep game. I used to be a delivery driver, delivering packages for Amazon through this third party company, right? So with that being said, my first week of training was pretty cool. They were showing me the ropes, of course, let me know the do's and the don'ts of the job or whatever, and everything was cool, right? So into my second week, I'm driving by myself, right? And I catch on pretty quick, so I'm driving or whatever, everything seemed pretty cool and all that. Okay, yeah, never delivered Amazon packages before, but this was a little different. It was one hell of a workout, which I ain't got no problem with because I enjoy working out. But with that being said, this one right here was like straight overtraining. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like you in and out that van like every single like minute and a half. The longest you'll drive, the longest you'll actually drive in the van, like your stop will probably be like, the longest stop will probably be like maybe 3 minutes away. And then it's not even that. That's just what the GPS says, it's 3 minutes away, but really it's like a minute, So anyway, so you might as well say every minute you in and out that van, right? So with that being said, the job was easy. First of all, the job was real easy and all that stuff, and I ain't had no problem getting my little workout on every day. But for those who experience this, which I'm pretty sure all of us that work experience this, for every job that we work, the job is easy once you get a hang of it. It's just the leadership is what makes the job a lot harder. Because when the leadership come into play, rules change, and the rules ain't never to make the job easier. It's always to make the job harder than what it actually has to be. At least in my case, that's what I experienced damn near with every job. But since I'm talking about this Amazon job, man, I mean, it was just absolutely ridiculous, And with that being said, like I said, I didn't care about the workout, Granted, a lot of their rules, like the way they operated, didn't make no sense whatsoever. I understand the rules of the road, as far as like being safe, I should say, wearing your seatbelt. Basically, they say don't drive with your sliding door open. All my Amazon drivers, y'all already know what I'm talking about. They say this particular team that I was on, because they had several third-party teams delivering Amazon packages. So with this being said, this particular team that I was on, they told us, of course, the normal, ride with your seatbelt on or whatever. With that being said, hold on. Shit. Excuse me. Damn. So with that being said, this third party team that I delivered for, they was real strict, man. They was real strict. And I think they was stricter than a lot of other teams that was there. And the reason why I say that is because they say, of course, I understand, right? Wear your seatbelt. That's understandable. They say, don't ride with your sliding door open, because you could get terminated automatically for that if they find out that you're doing that. What else was it? It was quite a few things. The one of the rules that they had was, they'll tell us that basically you get a 2 15-minute break and a half an hour lunch. Okay, cool. That's what's up right there. But the way they had the whole operation set up, you can't take your break or your lunch. Because it was one time, man, I'm working my ass off, and I was hungry. When you in and out of motherfucking van like that all day for 10 hours, it was a 10-hour shift, by the way. When you in and out the van like that all day, you're going to work up an appetite. So I figure, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take my 30-minute break or whatever. And I never took a whole 30 minutes because it didn't take me 30 minutes to eat my lunch. It took me maybe 10 minutes, if that. So one day I pulled over to the side, whatever, doing my hazards. I'm eating my food, whatever, right? And I'm eating it quick because I want to get done with this shit as quick as possible too. So with that being said, I'm eating my food and it took me maybe 8 minutes to eat my food, right? So I eat my food, and then after that, I continue working. I get a call. Now, they say don't touch your phone. That's one of the things that get you automatically terminated too with this team. Don't never touch your phone when your van is in drive. If you gotta touch your phone, you gotta pull over to the side of the road, put it in park, and do what you gotta do, whatever you gotta do with your phone, right? So these are their rules. So as I'm driving, after I eat my lunch, I get a call from the leads at the station. And I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at the phone like, why are they calling me? I'm working, So I pull over to the side, put it in park, grab the phone off the holder, and I'm like, what's up? Oh, is everything okay out there? This is how they always do it. This they little spiel. Is everything okay out there? Yeah, everything's okay. Why? What's up? Oh, we was just wondering because you 3 behind. 3 behind? Yeah, I'm good, man. I just stopped to eat my lunch. I had a 30-minute, but I was only 7 minutes, if that, not even 10 minutes. Oh, I just wanted to let you know you 3 behind. That's when I realized that I wasn't gonna like this job. For the simple fact is, they don't even want you to take your 30-minute break. Or actually your 30-minute lunch, let alone your breaks. They'll give them to you. Amazon will give you those 2 15 minutes in that 30, but in reality, they don't want you to take it. That's just to cover their ass. To say, well, we gave them them breaks and that lunch. That's up to them if they want to take it or not. They choose to work through it. I peeped the game after a while. I was working for them for about a year, so I peeped the game, right? So at that point, after that call, I realized these motherfuckers don't really want you to take a lunch. They don't want you to eat. They don't want you to pull over to take a piss or anything. Ask any Amazon driver that you know. When they got to use the bathroom, what Amazon expect you to do? Piss in a bottle. It was so many drop, man. I ain't never heard this before until I got to that place, man. They were telling me, the leads was telling me, because they got it where when you pull up at the station, at least the team that I was on, when you pull up at the station, they got to check your van or whatever. So they get in your van and see if you damaged it, see if there's any piss bottles in it. They told me that. Seeing if it's any piss bottles, any dents or scratches on the outside of the van and all that. That's every day. That's a protocol every day when we come back, right? So I asked one of the leads one day, because I'm new at this, man. I ain't never had my vehicle searched, because I've been a delivery driver, not for Amazon. I ain't never went through this before. So I had to ask, why y'all check the vans like that? Oh, because people be pissing in bottles and stashing the bottles, in the vans and stuff like that. Yeah, that is nasty. If you're going to piss or whatever, if you're going to piss in a bottle, if you choose to piss in a bottle, that's on you. But at least toss the bottle before you even make it back to the station. That's what I always said to myself. So I understood that part. But the part that I didn't understand is, why these people got to piss in bottles? Why these people can't go to the nearest gas station and take a leak? I understood why. Because Amazon and the third-party companies, at least the third-party company, I should say, that I work for, don't allow you to take a lunch, don't allow you to take a restroom break. Because if you take that lunch or that restroom break, they're going to give you a call telling you how many stops you behind. Really? Really? I can't eat. I can't use the bathroom. It's just Deliver from the time you clock in to the time you clock out. We don't care about nothing else. Make them deliveries. So with that being said, I always was the type of person like, I'm a man before anything. I don't give a damn where I'm working, where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? And I know my rights. If I got a half an hour break, or a half an hour lunch, I should say, it's only right, let alone legal, for me to take it. I already know the business about how y'all running shit. Y'all will give it to us, but once we take it, it's an issue. Now, if we don't take it, and something happens to us or something like that because we being overworked in the summertime and all of that stuff, you covered your ass because it's in the computer that we got 2 15-minute breaks and a half an hour lunch. You chose not to take it. So I peeped their game. So with that being said, I started doing me. And what I mean by that is, I never took a whole 30 minutes. The whole year I was there, I'll probably take like 10 minutes at the most. I would take 10 minutes. And then that's not even every day, but I was taking it. You know what I'm saying? And when I had to use the bathroom, I ain't pissing no bottles. You know what I'm saying? I go somewhere like where it's a whole bunch of trees that I park my van, open up that sliding door, and I just go ahead and take my leak and go about my business. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's how I had to do it. I'm not finna be pissing in no bottles or nothing like that. I'd rather just go ahead and pull over by the trees, open up the sliding door, look around, you know what I'm saying? Take my piss and go on about my business. That's how I do my shit. I ain't got no issues with that. It's a shame that I gotta do it like that, but it is what it is. I gotta go ahead and do it the best way I can and work my way around this system that they got set up. So with that being said, and they also had cameras in the vans. All the Amazon drivers know. They got cameras in the vans. They claim it's for safety reasons. Okay, if it's for safety, I understand. So the thing that I had a problem with, the issues that I had was, okay, it's okay far as like with the cameras being faced outside, you know what I'm saying, for safety reasons, but you looking at me all day. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like nobody that I don't like to be stared at. I don't like to be stared at all, unless it's a female that's digging a dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. But other than that, I don't like to be stared at, especially by corporate. It's like I can't do nothing. It's like I'm under the microscope, So with that being said, that safety shit, I think it was all cap. They were just basically, Amazon don't trust their drivers. They don't trust their employees. I don't know nothing about the warehouse. I heard about how they work the warehouse like slaves up in there, but I haven't experienced that. But I have experienced being a driver, and they try to work us like slaves as well until like you just put your foot down and be like, fuck that, I'm finna do me. Fuck Amazon. And that was the attitude that I had, So with that being said, I did everything that they didn't want me to do because it made my job easier. I rode without my seatbelt. I was careful. You know what I'm saying? I rode without my seatbelt. I clicked my seatbelt behind me because I ain't got time to be like taking off the seatbelt, unclicking the seatbelt. You know what I'm saying? Make this delivery, jump back in the van, put on the seatbelt, pull up like the next house, you know what I'm saying? Or the other two houses, take off my seatbelt. Man, I ain't got time for that when I could just click it behind me, pull up, jump out, make the delivery, and keep it moving. That makes my day go by quicker. But with the rules and regulations that they had in play, it was like you being set up for failure. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, once again, all the Amazon drivers already know what I'm talking about. The job is never hard. It's just the rules and regulations and the leads, at least. But when I say leads, the leads that I was up under for the company, the third-party company that I delivered for, they were straight bitches. They made your job hard, and I ain't even talking about the owner, the owner of the third party company that I work for. That nigga know he wasn't shit. And the people who know me that I worked with or whatever, they already know the business. Dude wasn't shit, man. He wasn't shit. He was lining his pockets like a motherfucker. So we signed up for a 10-hour shift when we started working for Amazon, right? This dude, the owner, he wants you to get done soon as possible. If you work your 10-hour shift, he got an issue. I used to wonder, why he got an issue with me working my 10-hour shift. Okay, I understand the overtime, because I was told by one of the leads. I ain't gonna put him on blast like that, but he know who he is. I was told by one of the leads that I was getting too much overtime. I'm like, I'm getting too much overtime? Like, how? Well, it's like this. This is what he telling me. He said, well, it's like this. When you get overtime, the owner of the company gotta pay for overtime out of his pocket because Amazon is not paying you for that. He said Amazon pay you for 10 hours and that's it. They don't pay you for overtime. So anytime you go over the 10 hours, the owner gotta come out of his pocket, to pay you for that overtime. So I was saying in the back of my mind, oh, okay, all right. So I see his issue with me having overtime. He don't want to pay for the overtime. All right, shady motherfucker. But it is what it is. I thought it was all about getting the deliveries done, no matter what. And it was never like I'm getting 2 or 3 hours overtime, because must I remind y'all, I'm trying to get done with this shit as soon as possible myself. I'm not trying to be out all damn day delivering these damn packages. I got a life, So with that being said, I was like, okay, cool. I understand about the overtime or whatever. I'll work on that. Boom. I did work on it. But then I was at least getting my 10 hours. You got people that's getting done because they had the work chat, right? So the work chat or whatever for all the team to, if they got any issues or any problems on the road or making deliveries, just put it up in this chat. And whatever, they'll give you a call, they'll shoot you a text, or whatever the case may be. We all basically in this chat just, communicating with each other, about our day and our issues that we having on the road for that day. Me, I never really dealt with the chat, and those who know me that work with me on the same team, they know I didn't mess with that chat, because what I'm gonna mess with the chat for? Unless I got a serious problem. And I rarely had a serious problem out there on the road. I just use my better judgment, use my common sense, and I done it the best way possible to get the job done. So I never really needed the lead's help, as far as reaching out to him in the chat about that. So with that being said, I'm doing my 10 hours now. I'm at least getting my 10 hours because I don't want to shortchange myself, because I got bills to pay, right? So after a while, no more overtime or nothing like that. That's cool, which I thought it was cool. So I'm getting my 10 hours. They had an issue with me getting 10 hours. They saying that what they said my performance is I had bad performance. That's what it was. They said I had bad performance. How I get bad performance if I'm delivering everything and I'm back in enough time, and not getting overtime, right? That was the problem. I was getting not getting overtime. I'm sorry, y'all. That was the problem. I was getting my 10 hours. They didn't like that. So the lead told me, remember I told you that the lead told me that Amazon paid this owner of this third party company that we work for 10 hours of our service. This nigga wanted me to come back. The owner. This nigga wanted me to come back earlier than 10 hours. Now, if I come back earlier than 10 hours, not only that I'm shortchanging myself, what you doing with that extra money that Amazon has set up there and gave you for the 10 hours of my service? If I came back in 7 hours, but Amazon gave you money to give me for 10 hours. Where's the rest of my money? Well, I don't get it because I only work 7 hours. But you trying to put that pressure on me to only work 7 to 8 hours and don't work your 10 because I'm trying to get this extra money. He was a greedy ass nigga. And I never fucked with the owner. Never fucked with dude, man. When he came to our huddles and stuff like that, you know, I never said nothing to him. They was brown nosing and stuff like that. And a lot of those people that was on the team, no disrespect, I'm just keeping it real. You know, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you and I'm speaking my mind. They were scared to like even speak up. I was one of those people like, when they asked, do you have any issues? Not every day, but when they asked, do you have any issues? I had a lot of issues. I didn't speak on all of them, but I did speak on a lot of them. And I had people telling me, pulling me to the side after the little huddle, the meeting that we had. Oh yeah, man, yeah, I'm glad you said that, man, because they need to work on that or whatever. We be thinking that, you know what I'm saying? But we don't just say nothing, you know, because we figure they ain't gonna do nothing. No, y'all don't say nothing because y'all too scared. You know, y'all don't say nothing because y'all scared. You know, it is what it is. I'm not scared of these people. You know, if I got an issue, I can hold it on. I can hold on to it for so long, but then I'm going to say something about it. You feel what I'm saying? And I had to say something about it. But with that being said, man, you know, bottom line, to keep it 100, to keep it a buck with you and speak my mind, Amazon don't give a fuck about their drivers. They don't give a fuck about their workers in the warehouse. I done heard the stories. But as far as like the driving side, all they care about is delivering those packages. Get those packages delivered. I hate Decatur, man, when it comes to delivering. You know, if I'm not delivering, but if I'm delivering, man, I don't fuck with Decatur like that, man. Because it seems like in Decatur, man, everybody got their dogs running loose. You know, and I've been attacked by a few dogs. I told the leads about it. You know what they gonna tell me one day, because you gotta obey. As far as they concerned, you gotta obey the customer's notes, right? So the customer, and this particular customer in Decatur, they note said, put their package behind a vehicle in a carport. You know what I'm saying? Behind a vehicle in a carport. Okay, cool. I'm walking up, you know, in their carport, walking up their driveway to their carport, about to go ahead and put their package behind a vehicle like they asked. Good thing, you know, I'm paranoid anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm paranoid anyway, you know, about a lot of stuff because I know anything can happen at any given moment. So I'm one of them paranoid dudes, man, especially when I'm working, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because so much shit didn't happen to me when I was delivering these funky ass packages, man. It make you paranoid. So with that being said, dog, I'm going up their driveway to their carport to put their package behind their car. I hear change jingling, right? So I'm moving real slow because usually I move fast because I'm trying to get done with this. So I'm hearing change like hit the ground. I'm like, the hell? And I'm walking real slow, right? I'm walking. I look around the car. A motherfucking German Shepherd was chained to the damn car that they wanted me to put their package behind. You know what I'm saying? So I jump back real quick. Vicious motherfucker, full grown, vicious motherfucker. I'm like, what the f? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm glad, thank God I wasn't rushing back here because I would have been a bit more. So what I do, I take their package, sit it on the front of their vehicle, took my picture, and I was gone. So the next day, in the meeting, they say, did anybody have any issues out there on the road? They do that every morning. And I raised my hand like, yeah, I had an issue. So I told them about it, right? And you know what the league gonna say? Well, what did you do? I told them what I did. I kept it a buck with them. I said, hey, I ain't want to get bit, but they still got their package. I just set it on top of the front of their car and took a picture, kept it going. You know what the league gonna have the nerve to tell me? Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should have called the customer and asked them where they wanted their package since you couldn't put it behind their car. I looked at dude like, what? I was like, no. I said safety first, because they always preach that. Safety first. I was like, safety first. I didn't have enough time. This is what I'm telling them. I didn't have enough time to call no customer to go ahead and ask them where they want they packages. You know what I'm saying? Because they dog almost bit me. I'm trying to get done with this. You know what I'm saying? I thought the most important thing is to deliver their package and don't come back with nothing. Because that's what they tell us at the station. Yeah, that is important, but you still got to reach out to the customer or reach out to us to see if we can reach out to the customer to see where they want their packages. Man, I did that to them. I was like, man, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I know they didn't like me because I was just being me. You know, I don't give a fuck. If you talking nonsense to me, man, I don't want to even hear you. I don't want to hear you out. I don't want to hear nothing that you got to say, because obviously you're not using your common sense, or you just a plain dumb mom. Because who does that? Who does that? Who's going to call a customer and, all my people, all my Amazon drivers already know half the time the customers don't answer their damn phone any damn way. They working, or it's going to come up unavailable or private. They send you to the voicemail. Ain't nobody got time for all that bull. No, I don't. So I never even called a customer. You know what I'm saying? I never called a customer about their damn package. I'm finna deliver your shit, and your shit gonna be on your doorstep, or you gonna know where your shit at. Everybody know how Amazon work. You gonna go ahead and get that notification where your package at. So when you pull up at the tip, get your shit and go in the house. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Man, please. They got me fucked up. But make a long story short, but to finish up with the story, I should say, Amazon don't give a shit about their drivers. The third-party delivery companies that we work for 9 times out of 10 don't really give a shit about us. You know what I'm saying? They just basically want them deliveries made. You know, and they always, at least it's like they waiting for your to give you a call and all that. It's been times where, man, I put them on not disturb. I don't want them on. I'm driving, man, trying to. You know, if you guys say anything to me, tell me when I get back to the station. And more than likely, they'll blow up the phone. They used to blow up my phone until they realized that I am not going to answer. And when I put it on Do Not Disturb, you know, it is what it is with that. But then when I come back to the station, when I return to the station at the end of the day, you think they had something to say to me? No. Because it wasn't even important for you to even call me or even attempt to try to call me about some shit telling me how many I'm behind. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. Until next time, speak your mind and always keep it a buck. You know why? Because you don't give a I'm out this bitch. I see y'all in traffic. 1.